The final home game of any college football season is cause for celebration. Senior Day, a perfect way to celebrate and remember all of the accomplishments of this group of leaders. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Auburn Tigers, Jordan-Hare Stadium, as we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on the 23rd ranked team in the land, the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Volunteers will put total weather to crank us up. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. So Auburn's offense will get the ball first. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short game. Guys, let's chat a little big picture Auburn. They've climbed into the top 25. Nothing has been given to these guys, but they're quickly becoming a problem for everybody else.
Well, they are, and they earned that number beside their name. They've played really, really well. The question is, now can you keep it? David, how many times in the past have we seen a team outside the top 25 finally get ranked and then get blown out the very next week?
And there's not a lot of difference between 25 and 45. A lot of times, so many people close together. So earn that ranking and try to keep climbing.
Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
It's complete on the right side. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
You complete some of these hitch throws early, you're setting up the hitch and go. Later on, you can pump fake that. And then the receiver can pirouette right up the sideline. That might be a home run play for the offense.
He'll take the deep shot. Wide open. He makes the... And he ran it. Crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Tigers! They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
So the Tennessee Volunteers offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And the heart of this team clearly rests on the offensive line, a group of maulers, David, who take pride in what they do.
And I think if you're a coach, you take pride. Like, it starts up front. Like, you win and lose games with physicality, and they lean on all the big fellas up front, the hog mollies, the big uglies, the most unselfish players on the field.
It's old school, man. We're in an era of college football where it's up-tempo, spread, air raid. Games are still won and lost, though, in the trenches. And because this is one of the best offensive lines in all of college football, that is a huge advantage this offense takes into each and every game.
You can barely hear yourself. Breaks into the open. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. And the Volunteers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to pass, it's Hope. Makes the grab on the left. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening. The Vols are on the move. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Flips it out in the flat. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. He'll try to do it himself. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Really good job by the defense getting to the quarterback and getting him on the ground for no gain. It's tough. Once you get there and get pressure, it's so hard to get these guys on the ground because they're elusive. Really good job wrapping them up and getting to the ground.
Quarterback making adjustments. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Fires to the big fella. They'll knock him down right at the 35-yard line. Still a lot of ground to cover to get to the first down marker. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab. Will not get there. A fourth down stop. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. A little screen to the running back. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short. Wants to go up top. Looking to take a shot. He's got it inside the 30. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Auburn!
And that's his second receiving touchdown of the game. My man is just finding pay dirt. Tell you what, these are the kind of guys that you continue to feature throughout a game when he can do this kind of damage after he catches the football.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Conference USA action right now, fellas. Wait till you see how things are playing out. Middle Tennessee is down right now, but this young man under center has shown some moxie. We could see a legend born today in Murfreesboro.
Leaves it with the running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's second and 9. The offense will have to use its first time out of the half. High the chains now on second and long. To the air, it's Hope. Got his man in the middle. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Well, they execute the in route. How about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on third down. They'll try to power their way ahead. Turning it on. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Vols getting set on first and 10. To the air on first down. Throws to the tight end. He's got an open man. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. They might have the defense's head spinning a little bit now. Hit him with a big run, now they hit him with a big pass.
Man, it's so hard to defend both. You know that. Which coverage do I want to put? Do I put more people in the box to run. When you've got this kind of balance on offense, the defense can't be right.
Just not willing to take the hit. He delivers it and gets to the 27. The Volunteers with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Setting up the screen. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. And the Volunteers headed quickly to the line. They'll run the toss. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Into the end zone, and he's going to score. Touchdown, Tennessee! And the offense finds a way to cut into this lead, but they still have plenty of work to do.
They do, but that's a big score. You don't want to get late and start getting in the second half when you're fighting to come back by so many points. So great job getting points, get that momentum back on your side so you can come out and do some good things when you get the ball next time.
They've swapped ends of the field, and we're ready to go in the second. Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first two drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. The give. Oh, better look out. Got the first down and more. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Sends it back in motion. Going to sling it on 2nd down. Dumps it off in the pass. Great reaction by this defense. Immediately on the catch, swarming to the ball. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Ball is at the 42-yard line, close to 4-down territory. Here's 3rd and short. Takes the easy throw in the flat. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. Auburn sends out the punting unit. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. He gets it out to the 17, the cover unit right there to make the stop. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive.
Oh, he's got some space. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. The Vols will snap it on 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Dropping back, it's Hope. Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Got a wide open receiver. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown Volunteers. Extra point here will tie the game.
And that is a huge touchdown for the offense and also a big momentum shifter in this game because now if they kick the extra point, they tie this game, anything could happen.
On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. That 14-point lead is gone, and now they'll try to get back on top with a scoring drive here. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. The pull and throw off the RPO. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And he gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. The punt team able to sling him to the ground. So here is the Tennessee offense. And what a drive that was the last time they had it, basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Oh, they're after him. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's a really good job by this defense. Complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. They'll move the wide receiver. To the air, it's Hope. Under fire. Snagged out of the air. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's a really nice job by the defense staying disciplined. The quarterback's trying to get it out on the right side. As soon as he makes the catch, though, down he goes. Really good job with the tackle.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Not-made receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
Yeah, that's a great job. And listen, this quarterback's had success. He's already thrown for 2 touchdowns. We got to make him feel uncomfortable. This is still early in the game. Nice job by the defense, getting a hit on the quarterback and making him think a little bit.
They'll try to quiet this crowd by moving the sticks on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Trying to beat the D deep. Can't complete the long throw, and the defense gets off the field on 4th down. So here comes the Auburn offense. Working the middle, it's complete. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The clock is not their friend. Got to get everybody to the line quickly. Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds a soft spot in the middle. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game. Now on 2nd down. Looking to fire. It's complete to the left. Slips one guy, now he's loose. Touchdown, Auburn! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. It seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing on concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Plenty of time to work. Not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Looking for a man. It's Hope. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Trying to make magic with his feet. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy. Because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
Looking to throw on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Well, give the defense credit because they're forcing this quarterback to throw into very small windows under duress.
Second down, they'll go to the air. This time he's got his man. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit. You might as well hang on to the ball.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
And the throw out to the sideline, good for a few.
And a great play design here in this type of situation. Obviously trailing, you're trying to put something up on the scoreboard and just using the sideline, using the boundary, getting the ball out of bounds is not enough.
Oh, this crowd wants it. They want to roll Toomer's corner, but right now they want to stop on third down. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Vols kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. To throw, it's Hope. Zings it complete to the right. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
The Volunteers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Makes the grab. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal.
Well, this offense has come out slinging the pill. They are throwing it. They are trying to be aggressive. We're only in the second quarter, guys. Already, this guy has over 200 yards passing.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Touchdown, Vols! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for 2, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner will be knocked down. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. The give to the back. And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A first half that saw a little bit of everything there on the Plains. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Pat Dye Field in Jordan-Hare.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. Just about set here in the second half as Auburn about to kick it off. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were... There he goes! They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
Yeah, and a really nice job by the QB seeing. Linebackers are a little bit soft playing pass. Give the rock, hand it off, let the running back do the rest.
The give on the option. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Knocked down at the 47. It's a 5-yard gain and enough to move the chains. And the Volunteers have it with a 1st and 10. Little touch pass to the receiver. And some room to work. There he goes! Out of bounds right at the 20-yard line. Edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score. The Vols, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
To the air, it's Hope. Able to make the catch, but not in the field of play. It's an incomplete pass. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. They'll try it on the ground, running the counter. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Touchdown, Tennessee! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half. They'll try to add another to their lead.
And how about this offensive line? 3rd and goal, you gotta have it. They flew off of the ball. They got some push. They made that easy on their running back to score that touchdown.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They're down by a touchdown, but hoping to dial up some plays and pull even in what's turning out to be a really good football game. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Leaves it with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Auburn to the line in a hurry. It's a draw. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. Auburn sends out the punting unit. Looks it in at the 40. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the ball's in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Quarterback moving. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. They'll try to bully their way for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
This is one of the top 10 offenses in the nation in getting first downs. To do that, you gotta have bounce. Can't always throw for it on 3rd down. You've got to be able to run it as well.
A shot toward the end zone. And that one's way too far for everyone.
And this QB's had some success, man, throwing the football to the end zone. Like 3 touchdown passes today. Nice job by the defense responding, right? Don't give up more big plays. Understand he's going to be aggressive and take shots.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. The RPO, fire complete to the left. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. The Volunteers have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he was fortunate to get that one back to the line of scrimmage at the 5. No gain on the play.
And wow, the defense was in there quick, fast, and in a hurry and shut that run game down. Like, they were ready for that.
Touchdown, Volunteers! Fit it in the window for the score. Is there anything this dude can't do? He's channeling his inner Condridge Holloway, Heath Schuler, or dare I say, the great Peyton Manning.
I bet he can't lead the band, Reese. I bet he's not allowed to do that. He's having himself a day, but he's not there yet. But, man, putting up some stats, doing what he wants. This offense is absolutely cooking.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Finds his big tight end. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Auburn lines up quickly.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. And here's a fumble way behind the line. And the defense got it. Flying out to the left. Touchdown Vols! The defense takes matters into its own hands. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, back to your game in a moment, but first we have to show you how the script is being written here. South Alabama is in front. They've answered the bill today, but they still have to finish the job, and that is no sure thing right now. They're up by 4 over ULM. Anything can happen down the stretch here in the Sun Belt. It's why we're here to keep you posted. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That was a nice catch right near the line of scrimmage. Man, you want to get some yak after the catch and try to make a play, but that defense was right on him. Got him on the ground too quick.
Handoff from the gun. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. Looking to throw for it. Snagged in the middle. It's Lewis. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. And the Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the wideout. Give to the single back. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Breaks into the open. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40. This Auburn offense doing work. They're set up with another first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Finds his tight end. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the third quarter. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Motion from the wide receiver. Back to pass on 2nd down. Got the back over the middle. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Catch in the middle, it's Peace. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. He has been surgical, precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. No shot to return that one as he out of the back of the end zone. So here is the Tennessee offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Quickly complete. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. And the Volunteers will try to move the sticks on 4th down.
And as an offense, that's just why you cannot get behind the sticks in these types of situations. 3rd in California is hard to complete and is hard to convert for anybody. And even though the running back is able to do something positive on that 3rd down play, it's just too many yards to gain, and now they're forced to punt.
First play of the drive, wants to throw. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. So now it's 2nd and long. Power football with the run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
They're working that left side. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Yeah, just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
And I'll tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Vols come to the line with a new set of downs. A handoff, keep working on that clock. Turning it on. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing, of course. This team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game. Running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
Running back searching for a hole. Going to be a gain of about 3 down to the 21. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They go to the ground. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Got it, looking for a first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the Vols trying to pay off the threat on first and goal. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Tennessee! They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
And the returner will be brought down. So here comes the Auburn offense. Wants to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Peace. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. Second and short, maybe looking for a shot. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Takes it the other way.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Volunteers! They've now extended that lead, and they're trying to hang on for a Week 12 victory.
Well, this offense has been physical. They came out in this game with a lot of pride and the ability up front and the belief that they can block people and get it done. They are dominating this defense. 3 rushing touchdowns now in the game.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. To the air on first down. And he just threw that one away. Safe move, didn't see anything, lived to play another play. Backed up now, here's second and long. Let's go. Wants to go up top. This one's complete. And he's brought down after a nice gain. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? Wants to keep it in the air. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
You know, it doesn't matter how talented you are as a quarterback, how accurate you are, how athletic you are. If you're on your back most of the day, it's going to be very hard to win the game. That's been the case for this guy here today. He's been under pressure. He hasn't been in rhythm. He's thrown an interception. This has just not gone his way.
In the gun, looking to throw on third down. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. He's looking to throw. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Tiger. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
The one thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, we've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. The give as they work on that clock. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. The Volunteers racing to the line in the hurry-up. To the air. It's Hope. He's got him. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Catch and stride inside the 15. Touchdown, Vols! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Looking to throw on first down. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. And they needed a little more room to work with as that one sails out of bounds. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that second down incompletion. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Nice punt, and he'll make the fair catch at the 6-yard line. And while you can quibble with that, I guess starting at the 6 is better than starting at the 1. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Looking for a man. It's Hope. He wants to go deep. He's got it on the outside. They're able to make the stop, but this offense running plays and racking up yards all the way to the end as they get the W. With yet another unranked team taking down a ranked opponent, this is a